AI isn't coming for you, it's coming for your busy work. Imagine cutting your claims rework time in half or predicting denials before they even happen. That's what we're seeing in the world of medical billing when AI is woven in. Today, we're going to talk about what it looks like to see AI in medical billing and why it's not as scary as it sounds. Hello, everyone. My name is Jasmine Vializ. If you're new here, welcome. This is Inlera University, where we alleviate the stress and confusion in the business of healthcare. This video is kicking off our series where we're talking about AI in the business of healthcare. And we're going to map exactly where AI fits in the revenue cycle and how you can use it strategically in your practice. All right, AI, artificial intelligence. This is when we see computers accumulate knowledge to be able to complete actions or compile information so that decisions can be made. AI in healthcare, we're seeing in a lot of different ways. There are a few different types of AI, and we'll talk about those different types. Here in healthcare, what we're seeing AI doing at the moment is things like eligibility checking, pairing claims, viewing and scrubbing claims. We're seeing the coding be assisted with AI, as well as folks using AI to both find claim status and prepare appeal letters. AI will not replace medical billers, but it will help and enhance the role of a medical biller in a practice. I'd love to hear from you. What task are you doing that's repetitive that you would like some help with? Perhaps AI could support you. Let me know in the comments below. In our next videos, we're going to be talking about how AI fits directly into your workflow and how you can start to weave it in and potentially save yourself time and resources. Before we get into the nitty-gritty about AI and medical billing, I want to define some terms of AI and really understand exactly what we mean when we use the term AI, especially here in healthcare. In case you aren't aware, AI is not just one thing, it's a few different things. So think of AI like a checklist. AI follows rules. If this happens, then do that. That is the language that AI speaks. AI is kind of like a robot reading a rule book. So you are the one who is setting the rules, and AI is following those rules. This is why it matters. AI can help you catch issues before they happen. It can help you catch claims problems before they get sent out. It can also help you prevent issues with patients' benefits before you see your patient. Hopefully will help you do your job better. Let's talk a little bit more specifically about the definitions of AI. So one kind of AI is what is called machine learning, which means that AI looks at past data and continues to get smarter. The more it sees, the smarter it gets. It might do things like learn when certain types of procedures or diagnoses might get denied or cause denials with certain payers. It can also help you flag patterns that occur in your accounts receivable, which is those claims that are outstanding and why they might be outstanding. AI is very much like a student, and the more that it learns, the better that it gets. And it can really help your billing team fix problems before they happen. Another kind of AI is NLP, which is natural language processing. And this is one that a lot of people are using quite frequently these days with tools like ChatGPT or even Gemini. Basically, this tool reads human language and tries to interpret it or understand it. It reads notes, detailed notes, and not just numbers. It can interpret that information and start to understand what the best use of that data would be. AI reads like a person, but it reads super fast. It connects that information that it has read, looking at the historical information, perhaps the actions that you took, and trying to understand what response would be appropriate in this particular situation. It can start to identify things like missing documentation in patient charts. It can start to understand or interpret when a provider is listing specific notes and details in notes, and perhaps start to understand what code should be used in the future. This is now using our machine learning and our natural learning process together. It can also understand and read denial letters and help understand why claims were denied. Okay, the next kind of AI is what we call predictive AI. So it's predicting outcomes. This is where AI can start to understand, based on historical information, what might possibly take place. This is AI making an educated guess, a hypothesis about the future. It looks at the past and then tries to guess what's coming. This is where we can use predictive AI, where we can start to understand and interpret possible situations where claims might be denied. It can help us forecast cash flow and estimate our patient balances. AI is like weather forecasting. Not perfect, but very helpful. It can help administrators in healthcare systems to create plans and strategies instead of react to situations and circumstances. Automation and AI. Automation actually does the work. It learns patterns so that it can click buttons so that you don't have to. We're using automated AI in ways like auto posting inside of practice management softwares and medical billing systems. We're also sending things out like patient reminders or sending out patient balances and reminders for patients to pay their balances. It can also schedule follow-ups on claims. Automation in AI is kind of like a helper, and it can do pesky chores for you. The aim with automation in AI is that it can save you time and hopefully reduce the possibility of burnout with having so many tasks that you need to get done that you just feel like you're constantly drowning in the work. Lastly, we have generative AI. It writes, summarizes, and can explain information. The ways that we're seeing generative AI used in healthcare is creating and generating claims status requests as well as claim appeal letters. It can do things like summarize denial reasons. It can help our staff create emails and send emails and create new policies as well. Generative AI, this kind of generated AI is kind of like an assistant. It helps you write. Why does this matter? Because it can help you with communication and not just submitting data. So here's the thing. AI helps us. AI can alleviate the pressures of the work that we have to do, but we are still the decision makers. We are still the one who needs to use AI. AI is simply the tool. We are the user that is operating the tool. Again, AI is the tool. You are the expert. Listen, I hope today's video gave you clarity about AI and its definitions and the ways that we might possibly see it used in healthcare. In future videos, we're going to continue this conversation about AI and the ways that you can start to leverage and potentially what tools are available to you in the marketplace right now.